Alright, in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to run Facebook ads as a beginner. 0 to 100K, Meta's doing all the work, to be honest. Whether you're using ripped content, static image ads, doesn't really matter, to be honest. In the beginning, you don't really have to overcomplicate a damn thing. You want Meta to do what Meta does best, and that's find your customers. So I'm going to show you exactly how we do it inside the ad account. Alright, so essentially what we're going to do, boys, is set up a CBO campaign. It's very, very, very simple. All we have to do is name the campaign what we want. So let's just name it CBO. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just naming it CBO. And then right here is where we select the CBO campaign. So the difference between these two, a CBO is essentially telling Facebook, hey, we're going to give you $100. We're trusting your algorithm to send us the best traffic for our product or service, and you're going to give us the essentially ideal customer for this $100. But the caveat is that the $100, truthfully, in the beginning, is not a lot of money. You're competing with a bunch of people. Meta is a auction-based platform, so depending on your budget, depends on how much you should be spending daily. But I always like to do $100, so we'll just keep it simple. $100. Just be very wary of how much money you have and how much money you have access to, because I've seen people lose literally $30,000 just because they just kept spending and spending and they weren't tracking their money. Please don't be dumb. Track your money. If you know you can only spend $100 a day comfortably, please only spend $100 a day comfortably. So we select this, keep this all the same, keep this all the same. Then we could just name it whatever. We'll do CBO X videos. So I like to keep all my video ads in one ad set and all my image ads in one ad set. I just don't like the crossover. Personally, I've seen that to work the best. I know all my friends who also run Facebook ads do it the same way. So just keep it very, very simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Remember, one ad set for images, one ad set for videos. So right here, we're going to keep this all the same. Right here, data set, that's essentially what that means is your pixel. So your pixel is connected to your website. That sends all the traffic from Meta to Shopify, and it's essentially trying to like calculate and find out where your best customers are to serve them the videos that are best for them, right? So for example, say you're running a weight loss product, all the image ads and all the information, the people that go on your website, that click on your ads, this pixel is just slowly building data. And all this data that you're building is essentially trying to find you the right customer. So I always like to select my pixel, 1 pixel per product test, because what if I'm testing a weight loss product and then the next couple days I'm testing a dog supplement, right? That pixel data is going to get all discombobulated and it's not going to know who to target, right? So I recommend creating a pixel for each and every product test. If it's in the same niche, maybe it's okay to keep it the same. Like for example, if you're running a weight loss supplement, but then you decide to run a weight loss product like a hula hoop or something, like maybe it's okay, but just to be, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I just make a new pixel every time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select pixel. We're gonna select this one, view content. Nope, we always want purchase. Always want purchase. So we keep going down. We leave this all the same. Leave this all. Nope, we're gonna actually nope. Change it for the next day at midnight. We always like to run the night before, or we always like to give it a full 24 hours. So for example, if we launch ads at midnight, we want to run them all the way until midnight the next day, so we get that full $50 spent throughout the whole 24-hour period. If you're in the United States, only target the United States. Leave this all the same. You don't have to worry about any of this. Just like I said, leave it all the same. And now that we're on the ad section of the campaign, this is essentially what your customers are going to see. So what I like to do is I like to name the ad whatever it is I'm running, right? So for example, for the sake of this video, I'll just do add 1 product. So keep it simple. Now right here is kind of like a little more additional sauce. So a lot of people, what they do, say they have a store named Nirvana, they would put the Facebook page Nirvana, and there's nothing wrong with that. That works. I've done it. But if you want to get a little more saucy in your targeting, I don't know if this is like confirmed fact, but I've seen it work the best for me, so I'm just sharing it with you guys, is I'll name my Facebook page either someone's name so it doesn't seem like an actual brand or an ad. So for example, I'll do like Alyssa Alyssa Gomez, right? I will change it to Alyssa Gomez. I would have a woman who's like 18 to 25 or 45 to 55, depending on who I'm trying to target. So that's one thing I like to do. But for this sake of this video, we'll just leave it at Nurse's Best, because this is another same concept what I was talking about before, but just in the health niche, right? So we'll leave that all the same. Right here, this is where you actually upload the ad. So always select manual upload. Facebook is always going to try to give you suggestions on what you should run or how you should run, but to be honest, just use your judgment and just leave it the way it is. So we're going to do manual upload, single image or video. We're going to leave it at that. Leave this unchecked. And then right here is where we actually upload our image ad. So what we're going to do is we're going to select add media. And then once we select add media, we're going to select a video that we uploaded. I'm just selecting this older one. Right here, like I said, it's going to give you all these options to make your copy, but if you already put something in the primary text, just leave it the way it is. We want to turn this all off. So no, leave that off, leave that off, leave that off. So right here, to break it down for you guys, the primary text is essentially your sales copy for the actual product itself. So if you can see, this is something that I had for a previous product. It says, if your mascara keeps clumping, flaking, or making your lashes look stiff by the end of the day, this is the switch. This is essentially like your pitch in the ad. This is essentially your pitch that is cohesive with the ad that you're running. So this is like what they see on the actual text on Facebook or Instagram in the caption. And then when you go down here, your headline is where I like to put the offer. So buy one, get one free, 50% off, free shipping today only. That's where you want to keep that at. And then for the description, you can leave it blank. I just like to put over X amount happy customers. And then for the call to action, it's going to give you all these different call to actions. Like I said, we're selecting sales, so we select sales. Leave it at that. Then we go to next, and it's going to give us all these options. Like I said, to actually Facebook just likes to give you options. They want to push all their new features that they have, but to be honest, you don't really need to use them, even though these do look kind of sick. So we're just gonna go to next. Like I said, leave all this off. Go to next. We're gonna go done. Like I said, they're gonna give you so much. Just ignore it. And then now you have your ad, and you're essentially ready to launch, right? You would just duplicate this if you wanted to create another ad with a different video, and now you have a new video, right? Or now you have to just go here. Where is it at? Where is it at? Go here, add video, and then upload your new video, upload your new image ad. But if you're going to upload a new image ad, you want to create a whole new, and just change this to images. And this will be your image ad set. But it's pretty much that straightforward, boys. Don't overcomplicate it. In the beginning, Meta is doing all the work. The only thing you really need to focus on is the product, the messaging in the actual creative itself. So if you're ripping ads, I mean, all you can really do is just upload and rip them. I mean, all you can do is just rip them and upload them. But if you're making the ads yourself, focus on the messaging. That'll be in a whole nother video. But it's that straightforward when it comes to running Meta ads. Don't overcomplicate it. Let Meta do its thing. All you need to do is find a good product, create a good offer, go into Meta, watch this video, and you're pretty much done, boys. Like I said, don't overcomplicate it. It's very simple. Hope you win. Go get you some money. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.